That's to clean out fucking Quebec City. Look at that.
You guys are multitasking.
What's that?
Multitasking.
That's right, multitasking. Proud to be a Canadian. Again, I'm a truck driver, third generation. I'm not against vaccines, but people should have the right to free choose what they want. And this here, Mr. Trudeau, this is what you should be used. We should use this on you and get you out of Parliament because you deserve being out of Canada. You're not a real Canadian. If you're a real Canadian, you'd be out here and you'd be talking to your Canadian people. And us truck drivers are not a minority like you say we are. We're not, buddy. And I'm proud to be a Canadian again, but I don't think you're a real Canadian.
My name's Brian, and I hopped in last Tuesday with the convoy from Regina, Saskatchewan, and that trip changed my life. I mean, when you're going through Thunder Bay and you see a 70-year-old man out when it's minus 40 with a sign saying, "Take my country back," you know, it just moves you. I haven't cried so much in my whole life following across this convoy. The love and the support and the outpouring of compassion is incredible. I'm sleeping in my car and people every day are knocking on my windows, offering up their hotel rooms for showers. And it was like, there's the food over there is like phenomenal. They're feeding everybody here. The media is telling everybody that we're stealing food from the homeless. We're feeding the homeless. We're feeding everybody. The streets, we shoveled up all the snow last night around here so people can walk around and be comfortable and not have to worry about it. You can see the difference between the Ottawa streets and our streets here. We're a community here and everybody loves everybody and respects everybody, and that's what it's all about. Love, respect, and compassion. I don't think I'll ever experience this again in my life. I was working for Community One for the last couple of days, helping deliver fuel and stuff like that, just to the cars, like gasoline, because they're kind of left out type deal. But it was like it's all coming together, and everybody out there was like thanking everybody and hugging everybody. It was like I haven't had so many hugs in the last 20 years of my life in the last fucking week. This guy, he's from Thunder Bay. And what do you call it? His grandmother and stuff like that, avid news watchers and stuff like that. Yeah. And now that he's posted and sharing his stories, they realize they're being lied to. Yeah. Once you break that trust, you know, we're moving things. Things are moving forward. It might take a while, but the government just approved my EI claim, so now they're paying me to stay here. I'm not fucking leaving. I got work at Sarnia. I can go get a job now, but I will not leave here. But there's no point. I didn't drive to Regina. I want to move to the bush, but I do not want to be chased into the bush.
I did not come up with this idea, but someone explained to me that the truckers are the spark of the whole thing, and we need the people to come out. And if we can ignite those people, once they're ignited, it's going to burst into a great big explosion, and hopefully we'll go somewhere with that. That's what we need is people, more people. Us truckers, there's only so many of us here, but if we can bring people out, that'd be great.
Hi, my name's Matt. I got let go of my job on Christmas Eve. They let me go. Yeah, I've been camped out for 7 days now in an ice fishing hut. I got a little buddy heater and a cot. And, you know, sometimes the more miserable you are, the more happy you are, right? And especially in something like this, because it is a fight, it is a information war, and clearly we are winning. I could be at home right now, sulking, or I could be here fighting for it all again, right? And I find it frustrating. Just the amount of people here is absolutely insane. I've never smiled so much in my life. Just the love, the camaraderie, everyone's bringing their own skills, and you know, the guys are shoveling the roads and everything. There's, you know, if you need a hand, someone's gonna give it to you here, right? It's pretty amazing, right? And I truly hope we can really put the pressure on the government to drop the mandates at a bare minimum. There's just so much bureaucracy and red tape, and it just eats up everyone's money. I've seen so many homeless people in the capital of Canada. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, and we've been feeding them. Meanwhile, the mainstream media is out there saying we're taking their food. It's insane. But as you can see, everyone here is positive. Everyone here is positive.
All right. Thank you so much.
Right on, brother.
Right on. Yeah, no, my name's Devin. I came down. It's been quite a ridiculous period of time the last couple of years. The biggest reason that I came down was because the coronavirus killed my grandparents, but not in the way that you think. They were both getting closer to, you know, dementia, Alzheimer's. My grandmother, she was ended up getting put into, you know, awards for, you know, to take care of her because she'd put a kettle on the stove and melted it, and you know, a few things to be worried about. Not something we wanted to do. Now, she wasn't doing that bad at that time. The 14-day lockdown, they didn't make sure she ate properly. They didn't make sure she had interaction. I sat on the bay in Whitby across the other side watching the building that she's in, knowing she's sad alone, doesn't know where she is even, and nothing I could do. The end of that 14 days, my grandfather's funeral, we get a call. Her kidneys failed because they haven't been taking care of her. She goes into a coma. I have to pretend to be a food delivery guy, to go see my grandmother in the hospital before she dies and read her a prayer and put her scapular over her shoulder and everything like that. So that's not something anybody should have to deal with. You know, everybody, her only goal in life was to die surrounded by her family. And instead, one of her family got to sneak in. It's totally ridiculous, so we gotta put an end to this. We gotta just bring back freedom, bring back normalcy. You know, we can survive. We gotta protect all the vulnerable people from any sickness, of course. But for everybody else, it's not the end of the world. We can make it. You know, be healthy, live a good life, and that's all we can really do.
Sure, I agree, man.
Right on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Well, all the crap that the media is shuffling, it's not like there's no racist imagery, no hate speech or any of that.
Yeah.
Like, we're setting up bouncy castles and slip and slides for the kids, and there's like all this food laying around. There's tents just filled with canned goods, and all the homeless are coming in and taking that.
It's really peaceful, and
honestly,
that's what we want to, like, that's the energy we want to give out to everybody. And we're fighting for freedom, but not just for the freedom of ourselves, but the freedom for our children and our children's children to be able to choose what they want for their lives. If they want to do something, they shouldn't be ostracized, and they should be welcomed no matter what. And I definitely think that's it's very important.
I just want Trudeau gone. Honestly, the closest thing I can compare this to is like just a barbecue, right? You have all these trucks coming in and they're playing music and there's free food and people are out grilling and free burgers and stuff. And we're all just having a blast, and we haven't done this for so long. It's been such a long time since you could actually go out and meet strangers and have fun, just grilling and dancing with the boys, you know?
Yeah, for a good cause.
Yeah,
It's like
but it's for a good cause.
That's kind of what I was explaining to me.
Yeah.
It's like a big